hurtful they were in the first half.
Yeah, it's a pretty short story for us offensively. 3 turnovers, 4th down, non-conversion. That's 4 series in the first half where, you put defense in a bad position and we get no points. So that's, at the end of it, that's the story.
How tough is it to overcome those when you get a little momentum going, you get a couple of first downs, and all of a sudden it's another turnover? You get 3 in one game.
Well, we didn't. I mean, that's the reality of it. I mean, we're on the wrong end of this thing, again, because of those 4 possessions and how they ended.
You look at the scoreboard, though, 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions in the first half. You guys are only down 3 and have opportunities, obviously, with the field goal and 4th down to be tied or ahead. What was the tenor like at halftime coming out for the second half, knowing that those mistakes were made, but you were right there?
Yeah, I think our guys really understood just come out and play a clean second half, which obviously the false start was a huge deal because we ended up 4th and 3 there. That's where we ended up punting the ball, where false start, that drives staying alive, which was an issue. But again, the 4 series in the first half is why we're sitting here right now the way we are.
Going the last play of the third quarter, third down play, and then 4th down, first play of the fourth quarter. Was there discussion going for it, or did you look at 4 down territory on the 3rd down play?
Yeah, it did, and then didn't gain quite enough to be able to go for it, and wanted to have an opportunity to go pin them, and that was the thought there.
Just overall, what were your thoughts on Dylan's performance today?
I thought he competed. Obviously, the stat line from a 3 turnover standpoint, when you step in the arena, it's all eyes are on him. 2 of those obviously being batted. 1 is a little more frustrating than the other. But, thought he fought and really still gave us a chance there late in the game, trying to overcome those turnovers.
A lot of different guys carried the ball for you today. Was that kind of a focus coming in today?
Yeah, just trying to make sure we're getting the right guys to football. Spreading it the way we can and making sure the right guys are touching it.
Javante just the hand's not ready.
Not ready.
That seemed to me the first one you mentioned one of those more frustrating than the other. The one that was batted at the line of scrimmage.
That one was frustrating. The next one was also frustrating. But yeah.
Eric Gray, I think, had the most receptions he's ever had. I know you guys, was that also a focus going in, trying to get the ball to him for passing game?
Yeah, I felt good about the matchup there and just kind of what we were going to get defensively from a structure standpoint. So that's why that happened.
4th and 1 in the first half. You're not necessarily, you're often a finesse offense. Was there any thought in your mind of not just running up the middle? Or
No, not at all.
So you generally like your guys in a tough 4th and 1, 4th and 2, 3rd and 2?
Absolutely.
Looked like they were really. The offensive line was really good today. Did you have the same take? Or what?
Felt like they played tough and strained and really had the right guys all day long. I think that's the most frustrating part probably is that, and that's what telling the guys afterwards is, hate the fact that there's going to be a lot of good once we look at it, but we're not able to enjoy it. And so we got to play better. We can't turn it over and convert when we need to.
Can you talk about Marvin's performance after last week? Just a little bit of a struggle. Probably the one game he did struggle this year first, and then coming back this week.
Yeah.
Having such a big first half.
And Marv's, the best thing about Marv is he's consistent, and so for us, knew we were going to come back to him, push it down the field to him, get the ball in his hands, and give him the opportunity to go make plays, and he did that.
Jeff, can you compare how the offense played after halftime compared to the first half? And I know there were some struggles last week. Can you compare second half to first half offensive execution?
Yeah, from a second half standpoint, we come out with 3 and out, then we go score. Then I think we had a 7-play drive for 31 yards. That's the 4th and 3 where we had the penalty, I believe, on 3rd down. We end up punting the ball. Then we come back and go 75 yards and however many plays that was to score. So those were the 4 series in the second half. Outside of the turnovers and the non-conversion in the first half, I thought we did some good things, but you just can't do that. You're not going to overcome it against good football teams, and we didn't.
Anything else?
Did you feel like there in the second half that you said had to take advantage of every opportunity just with the way that Baylor was running it and their ability to shorten the game there?
Well, we had to take advantage of every opportunity because of the hole we dug, and that's, again, it's still going to come back to that. There's a lot of different ways to look at it, but really the reality of it is 3 turnovers in the first half and a 4th down non-conversion. That's 4 series where we get no points and put the D in a bad spot, and that's the football game.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.